What is up? What is up?
Now chicka wow wow.
More music.
I hate whatever the douchebag is that started Facebook, whatever his name is.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. He can suck a dick. Sorry, we'll start with that, and then we'll roll right into everything else. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm already grumpy today. McTaggart's all pissy. Crosby's Crosby, so he's normally grumpy too.
I'll warn you about the language content tonight because shit is about to go straight off the rails.
Yeah, it's probably is. I had to have a nasty drive home and just it sucked. But
I got a haircut today, so I feel good.
I need a haircut bad. I mean, I look like a damn hippie. Horrible.
Yeah. You're gonna have cut.
Huh?
I was about to ask what hair you were gonna have cut.
Yeah, dude, I have way too much hair. This is way too long a hair.
I look like Krusty the Clown the second the wind blows.
So how are you boys doing tonight?
Cheerful and chipper.
Yeah, right?
Hey, you asked.
I know.
The happiest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Yeah, exactly.
Already.
So we were talking earlier about what we were going to do for this episode, and I told everybody to just pick something that they were either excited about or pissed off about or whatever. I didn't care. And by the way, Charles is supposed to be joining us. He's
late.
Yeah, he's hanging out with his wife. The nerve of this guy. I mean, Jesus, come on. So he's hanging out with Amanda, eating dinner. I sent him a nasty reply when he said he would be late, because he deserves it. So that's what I'm gonna say. So I figured that since McTaggart and I are in a mood tonight already, we should probably start, and I will have never said this before in my life, with Crosby, who has a positive message for the evening.
I don't know how I feel about that last comment
either.
there.
I do not either. I am not sure either. Oh, Jesus.
You act like I'm grumpy and pissed off all the time.
No, not all the time. Just,
What act?
more often than a normal person. Yeah.
Define normal.
Yeah, I know. True. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so hold on. I have to open these because I don't have them. Okay, here we go. Did you? Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Here you.
Did you read that post I put up last night about that thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So Crosby is sharing a couple of trucks, and Neil Sabo says Charles is fired. Yes, Charles is fired. So Crosby is sharing a couple of trucks that are still around, still badass, but they are they're like old magazine trucks and stuff, and people are still driving them. And they look great. They're not like all beat up and stuff. I mean, we've all seen those like dilapidated, been forgotten, whatever trucks, but we've got like some cool ones. So
the little Nissan, what's his name that puts on Battle of Bama?
Yeah.
He bought that thing out here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, so here's let's go first with. Well, wait a second. Hold on.
That's it now.
No.
I don't know why you got that one. Oh, that was from the other day.
Yeah, the other day. So this little Nissan is badass. Like, I dig this thing. Candy apple red. It's got golden chrome Daytons on it.
It's got patterns all over it.
It has what?
Patterns all over it.
Oh, really?
Mario D'Alba and his brother painted that truck, I believe, and don't quote me on this, but somewhere 89 or 90. And I walked up to it when I went to go look at it for him, and I knew right off the bat who painted it. I go, Mario painted this, and the guy looks at me like, how in the hell do you know that? I'm
right.
Like, I know his style, and watching him paint stuff, and that's his color. But the truck is cool, fired right up, ran. It's got Maxima headlights in it. It's been stored. The guy that originally built it sold it to his dad, and his dad had it for the last, 15 years or so. But fired right up, all the hydros work. It's front and back, side to side with a diamond frame on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's got a dancing bed, so that bed tilts up and down like a dump truck, but then also goes side to side.
Yeah.
Does it go side to side both directions?
It's a diamond. It's not a 7-way.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you can see that it's tilted toward the driver's side. If it was a 7-way, it would then go to the passenger side, and it would tilt forward as well.
I take that back. I think it does have a 7-way on it, if I remember right.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, It's bad. I mean, either way, it's badass. I've never owned a truck with a hydraulic bed on it, but it's badass.
My first shop, that's what I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this thing is cool. I like it. The candy apple red is killer, and it's such a period piece with the chrome fender trim.
It's actually, and don't want to upset anybody, it's not actually candy apple red. It is candy brandywine.
Oh, really?
With patterns.
It's so good. And what headlights are in it?
Maxima.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing is so badass. And the interior obviously is cool. I like how in this second picture it has the padding on the front of the bed.
That's
in this
for
one
show
it's not
only.
on there, but yeah, it's that's for show. Dude, this thing is cool.
And it has no top.
Yeah, I love that. I have to
Nice.
tell you, I've really been wanting to cut one or cut something and do a convertible. I'm not going to do it with my
Mhm.
Mitsubishi, but like there's a part of me that has
I don't think
wanted to do that.
Mitsubishis look as good.
I don't either because the bed on my like on a first gen like mine, the bed is so long. On a
Yeah.
second gen, they're okay because the bed's shorter by
Yeah.
almost a foot. But I gotta tell you, like in that video, if you guys haven't watched it on Bang Shift, if you go on Bang Shift, one of the featured stories that's up in the big pictures at the very top of the page, just wait, they scroll, is I'm gonna call it a wrecking yard story. And it's a cool video. Me and my buddy Ryan Wing were checking out a yard and they had some neat stuff there. But in that thing, I'm talking to Ryan about a Suburban and like square body Suburbans were really common for them to rust out over the doors
Mm-hmm.
and over the rear side windows. It's common on crew cabs too. Like I have a crew cab. It doesn't have any luckily, but it's common. But anyway, I've always wanted to take a square body Suburban that was where the roof was all rusted and just cut the thing off and just cap all the doors and everything and make the thing just a roadster, no top of any kind, just completely
like
a roadster,
the crew
lay it
cut?
on its nuts and cruise, you know?
Like the crew cut.
Yes, like the crew cut. Exactly. I think it would be badass. And if you don't know the crew cut is an OBS that has the entire top cut off of it except the windshield. And it is all
which
open
was
like that.
a MIC gave that away in a trucking magazine years ago.
That's true.
They actually,
yeah, and it's
they
still
just-
around.
Yeah, Richard Rollins bought it and put it back together, and I don't know who has it now.
Yeah.
But
Barb
they actually
says he's not a fan.
disabled. That's okay.
Exactly. Will
Not-
Beatty is giving us a hey from Dubai.
What's up, brother?
I saw that you were going there. I just don't know why you're there. I don't know what the purpose is or if it was just vacation or whatever, but I hope you're having a good time. Liggett says that watching the video and watching Ryan go through temptation overload and meltdown with Chad being the enabler was epic. Dude, no, the best part about that is he literally calls me like 3 days later and he's like, or sends me a text and he goes, dude, you are such an enabler. I'm like, yeah, I never claimed I wasn't. Like, I will talk you out of a very bad decision. Like, if you know that if I'm trying to talk you out of a car, it's not the right one. Because normally, I'm not going to be the guy trying to talk you out of a car. I'm just saying.
No, you be the
Will's
guy.
there for a car show.
A good friend is somebody that will come bail you out of jail. A great friend is a guy sitting beside you saying, that hooker didn't look like a cop.
Oh, exactly.
Now we know what Crosby's
All
doing.
right, so the next truck is this bad boy. And Crosby, you built this truck.
In 98.
And,
Buck
and it
had
is on
it.
air. It's why the front end's aired up right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it, Vince's.
Yeah, it was. I know. I recognized it. I was all.
Mhm.
So this is Vince's Spaghetti in Ontario. So it's aired up right now because they just drove it over there. But you know, normally the front end of this thing's down. This thing's badass. I have an affinity for OBS trucks with flames because I had one. This is what year is this truck? A 90 or a 91?
So 96, I believe.
Oh, is it? It has a round
Yeah.
dash in it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I prefer a square dash. Mine was a 92, but yeah. But
it actually is a Scottsdale.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's cool.
It's got roll-up windows. It's a V6 truck, but it's
Yeah.
got a Whipple supercharger on it.
Oh, nice. That's
Mhm.
cool. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. This is it under the hood. And just so that you know, like folks, like right now, there's like this resurgence of trucks like this that are getting built now, and they're to look like the old stuff. And
But there's a lot of stuff coming out of the woodwork, like I was saying earlier, though.
Well, yeah, but here's my point though. Hold on.
Okay.
So guys are building trucks like this, and they're going, "Oh yeah, I'm building it just like it's 1990, right, or 95 or whatever." Well,
Mm-hmm.
they're wrong. Okay. Like, no offense, but the Roadster shop, just like they built theirs, and theirs is like all speckle paint and all kinds of weird stuff under the hood, and that was really not that common. Okay, what was, you got to remember that this was the era where billet became billet. Okay, so the norm was things like this master cylinder cover and like this aluminum overflow or washer tank right here. There's more billet down here in this corner. Like those were the common things.
The wiper cover.
Yeah, the wiper cover here. Over here, the AC cover. Yes.
No, that's the overflow tank up there.
Oh, that is the overflow. Yeah, but up here on the firewall. Oh, up here on the firewall is covering up all the electric. That's where all the electric panel was. That's what was normal on these things, dude, was polished and or brushed billet, depending on what else you had. And so,
well, you got to remember who the truck belonged to. It belonged to Buck Bland from Empire Motorsports that made every one of the, all of it. And that truck has got all of it on it.
And so if you look, like my truck was a square dash OBS truck because it was a 92. So on those trucks, like the gauges had polished billet. Around the radio and all the HVAC controls was polished billet. Along the bottom of the dash was the strip of polished billet. Like mine had everything. And
I spoke out of turn earlier. This truck is in 94 because it does have a square dash. I just thought about that. It does have a square dash.
There you go. See, I love the square dash. And so all of that billet you can put on there is awesome. And that's what it would have been. It was, and tweed would have been the thing. I don't know what's the interior in this thing like. Oh, it's leather.
It is. That is a Cerullo seat. One of their captain style seats.
Yep.
The later version. Yep. But upholstered by Mangus.
Gotcha. Yep. And you can see this thing has a tilt bed on it, which is cool.
Because it's got no gas door.
Oh, there you go. So you got to tilt it up to fill it. I appreciate that. I totally approve of that. That's way better than putting it in the bed.
Yep.
So
and we showed off the suspension at SEMA with it.
Oh yeah, there you go. The other thing about it, and I wish there was a picture of the back of it, because one of the great things on an OBS truck is that when you shave the tailgate handle, it makes the truck look like it's 10 feet wide. Like when it is on the ground with a shaved tailgate handle, it is the biggest, widest looking thing. It's awesome.
Well, it's got caddy tail lights and everything in it.
Ooh, nice.
And if you look at this picture, there was always a misnomer about no black vehicles on covers of magazines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And everybody goes, well, it's because it had purple flames. And I'm like, okay, then why is it a 3/4 rear shot?
Yeah, exactly, where all the black is.
And I about froze my ass off out there with McCormick laying on the gravel by that thing. Winds blowing, and the sun was completely down. That was on 35 millimeter and 11-second exposure.
Wow.
It was dark.
Yeah.
I'm like, there is no way that's going to come out. And he goes, psych, when he showed me the tear copy.
That's awesome. That is cool. Well, I approve. I like the old stuff. I think it's great that these old trucks are coming back and they're getting found. I know that on a first gen Mighty Max, Facebook page that I'm on, there's a guy that has got a tandem axled first gen, right? So it's got, dual axles in the rear, which there were a handful of those. He's got one that was white, which I hadn't seen this one before.
What wheels are on it?
But the cab was, I don't remember. Oh, they're 3 blades. They're 3-blade like fans. Yep.
The ones with the slots in them, the Sentras?
No. No, the one, well, yes, they have the little grooves in them. Yes.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are Momo Centras.
Okay, yeah, that's what's on it. But it's got a it had the cab was super rusty in it. Apparently, it's been sitting. The guy got it for a song and then bought a parts truck and he's swapping stuff over to try and save it. So
That was built by what's his name up in San Bernardino built that truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Can't remember the name of his shop. But he did
Mike
a lot of
Brooks
grills.
is on here, and Brooks just got a new truck, by the way. And he says Crew Cut is currently owned by Mark Schulman in Florida. So there you go. I know I've seen it on lots of truck videos in recent years. So yeah, I think that's awesome. Oh, it's McTaggart sending me pictures.
Now he sees them.
Ooh, the yellow one gives me lumber. That's awesome.
Here's a visual.
Ooh, actually, I don't know. Maybe the first one doing the smoky burnout is the best. That's in Australia or something, isn't it?
Yeah. So should we go ahead and transfer over so the rest of the audience can?
Yes. Let's. So we're going to McTaggart's subject, which actually comes from.
This is your fault, frankly.
From my video that we were just talking about.
Okay.
So in that video is one of these cars, and I'll tell you what I know about these cars, and then McTaggart will give you way more info. I just know that from the factory, they are a rear wheel drive, that they were a Mitsubishi, like based on, I believe, the Mirage. No, not a Mirage. And the Dodge Colt, I think, was the same platform, but I don't know. But this is a Charger in 1980. What was it?
Nope. So
70. It's late 70s or early 80s, isn't it?
Let me jump into this point.
Okay.
So it's a Mitsubishi product. It's not a Colt. It's not. Yeah, it's much larger than a Colt.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So what it is a Mitsubishi Galant Sigma.
Oh, gotcha.
Or in the case of this one that you have up, since it's Australian, it's a Mitsubishi Scorpion. Or for everybody in America who's trying to forget the early 80s, it is either a Plymouth Sapporo or, my personal favorite, a 78 to 83 Dodge Challenger. The second generation.
Challenger. Sorry, I said Charger. I meant Challenger. Yeah.
Charger dies in 77 and comes back around 82 or 3 as the Omni.
Gotcha.
So Chad and his trip to a honey hole car lot in Texas where he just found 20 tons of cool shit.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow managed to find a intact, barely rusty early car, because there are two distinct forms of second gen Challenger. God, even I have trouble saying it. You want the earlier one. It has the dash. It kind of looks like a CUDA Challenger Rally dash.
This thing has the interior in it is complete. Now it's a biohazard because it stinks like ungodly, but it's all there. Oh, hey, and speaking of biohazards and things that smell ungodly, Charles Wickam in the house. How you like that transition there, big dog?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I smelled him from here.
Let me just move you up here behind the power shift where nobody can see your face. It'll be fine.
So
okay. And looks like I got to be going now.
Does this mean we can't talk about Wickam anymore?
No, it means we can start. Oh,
so Chad does this video, doesn't tell me he's talking about me in this video. I only learned about this about an hour ago when I watched it finally.
Yeah.
Going through, I want one of these because I am the asshole who wants to stick a hot 340 in one of these, back it to a 4-speed, and then go take it to the most uptight, upturned nose Mopar show you can find, park it next to somebody's Cherry 70 Challenger, and just go like, hey, what's up? How you doing? We have the same thing. And
park it next to somebody else's 340 Challenger would be epic.
No, I'm going for the big dog. Show me a shaker scoop. Show me a TA.
Yeah.
I want the dude who's going to shit a brick the second he sees that car. I don't even have to park it.
That's what I was gonna say. It needs to be a TA with a six pack on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so
just something.
I'll tell you that at this guy's place, and you guys got to go watch this video. I'm not kidding you. There are a bunch of things for sale, right? But the best deal there is like, if you really want the good deal, is to buy these two Mopars. Okay. One of them is a Demon and the other one is a Dart. The Demon is not an original 340 car, okay, but it is a real Demon. The Dart has a 340 in it. So the good money is to buy those two, take the 340 out of the Dart and put it in the Demon, with the 4-speed and all that, and make it be badass and just a cool bruiser, and then put a Gen 3 Hemi or anything else, a 440 out of a motorhome, who cares, in the Dart, and just have it be the fun beater driver. But those two things together will cost you $8,000. For 10 grand, okay, you can get those two and a Grabber Maverick, like a legit Grabber Maverick with all the parts. It's got a 302 in it and everything, and it's awesome. Now, if you wanted to add this car to it, technically it's another a grand, right? A grand for this one?
He has it up for $1,000 online.
Yes, on weird cars. Yes. So honestly, you could probably get all four of them for 10 grand if you want it, if you made the right deal. And the dude that owns them, Sean, is a badass. And when we got there, what you don't see on the video is that so all I was doing was coming in to buy a tailgate from this guy and a grill. And so I have never met him, don't know him from Adam, pull in his driveway, and literally Ryan and I are like, oh my God, look. Oh my God, look. Oh my God, look. And I roll down the window of the truck and he's standing there and I go, oh my God, dude. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, wait a second. I know you. And then he goes, Finnegan and Freiberger were just here yesterday. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, they just bought it. Oh, I can't tell you what they just bought because they'll be mad at me because it's for an episode of Roadkill. But it's a Mazda. I'll tell you that. So they just bought it they were literally there the day before. I was planning on being there for 15 minutes. Like, we were going to pull up. I was going to get this grill, get the tailgate and leave. And we were there for like 2 hours plus, drooling over everything. The dude had 2 Australian utes. Okay.
Yes.
Like a badass.
With a big fucking kangaroo bumper on it too.
Yes. He had
the 2 utes.
Yeah, utes, like the 2 utes. He had he had Galaxy 500. He had square body stuff up the wazoo. He had these Plymouth wagons, a Plymouth Town and Country wagon that was, oh my God, awesome. Like,
what year?
70. If you call it 69, 70.
I was gonna say like a 70, 71, 72, somewhere in there.
The blue satellite wagon's like a 74. I saw that one.
Yeah, no, it was old. It's older than the satellite. Yeah,
70 Chrysler Town and Country,
and it has rust in one spot, and it's the size of a silver dollar. It's at the bottom of the right front A pillar.
Big surprise there.
The easiest place ever to fix because you never will pay attention to it. Like, it's so easy.
And see,
and the thing is, 3 rows of seat, big block, 727. 8 3/4, like the whole thing. It's badass. And I think he was selling that car for like $1,500 or something. Like, yeah, look at Wickman's like, what?
Your kid and I kept walking by the green satellite, the one that had like vectors on it.
Yes.
All I could think of is like the cheapest big block build possible, get the full set of vectors on it, and just throw that thing down a dirt road.
Oh, it was this was badass, people. Like, you need to go check this out. But anyway, but the Challenger was one of the little things there. And when I first walked up to it, I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, this isn't a Colt. I'm like, is this? I don't remember what I said. Is it?
You did say
Colt.
Colt.
Because the grill looks like a 79 or 80 Mustang.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, it looks like a miniature Mustang.
Yeah. I had a guy. So when I was probably 10 or 11 years old, my grandpa wanted me to learn, get my ham radio license. Never happened, but he had found some dude who lived near where I was living at the time, and he owned one of these in black with like gold stripes and the mag wheels, the 4-spoke, whatever. Think like Super, you got the idea. And what I remember was, okay, I'm thinking it's a little 2-door coupe, fine. It's early 80s, fine. Challenger was the iRaiser, but whatever. I didn't really understand why. The original engine in these is a 2.6 liter 4, which if you speak Mitsubishi means any badass Mitsubishi 4-banger fits in that engine bay. That's
because it's a 4G64 or 4G65 or whatever. 4G, but any of them all fit. Yes. Yeah.
I have also seen these with small block Mopar, small block Ford LS. If it's compact, it fits. Treat it like
it's cool as hell.
With that rear window, it looks like a Barracuda.
Right?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and smack the hornet's nest of Mopar people who really want to get pissed off at you for this.
I guarantee you that you cannot get parts for that.
Speaking of Barracuda, Chad, I just sent you something.
What did you send me? Dude, Krishna's watching and he's sending me pictures of my flamed Chevy truck and saying I miss my Mitsubishi and my GMC badly. We had so much fun in our trucks back in the day. Okay, sorry. So Wickman, you sent me something. What did you send me?
Barracuda rendering.
Oh. Okay. You McTaggart, are you done? Or you want to say anything else before I go to
on this subject? I can take a pause. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Then I'm gonna show Wickman's picture. Oh, that's not good. That's not where I want to be.
Looks like a Mazda. Yeah, you're not far off, Nels.
It's looks cool though. It does. It looks like all those little weird,
every like sporty compact, like it's got cylindrical proportions.
Yes, exactly. AE86 Corollas, like all those were all this size. Like that's how everything was.
And it's not far off in a early 4-run Mustang in size. It's very close.
Right. Okay, so this next thing is Wickman wants to show from Speedcore Performance Group. Whoa, hello, what's happening here? Oh, here we go. Barracuda drift car.
Scroll up and read.
And does it have a that's a 2JZ?
No.
Is it a V10?
No.
Oh. Well, it looks like hell.
What is it?
Well,
okay, hold on. Oh, it's a Barra, so that's no fun. Okay, so this is What If. Ooh, Barracuda. Ha, ha, ha.
Abel Mello design.
God.
I love this dude's design work. What the hell?
Yeah, this doesn't do anything for me. Not because, the car is badass. The putting a Barra in it is just for him to have gotten attention.
Yeah,
it brings nothing to the table whatsoever.
Well, no.
Now, don't get me wrong. The Barra is a great engine. It's just there's no reason in this. Like, it literally brings nothing to the table. In fact, it's probably worse than putting a Gen 3 Hemi in it from a weight where it is perspective, because look at how far forward it is. The things, it would suck in real life without some real work. So, yeah.
You need to move that motor back about 8 inches to make it work.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm literally thinking. I mean, but otherwise, it's cool. Otis, shut up. But I mean, it's like you said, I dig his rendering. Like, it's cool. But
Abel Mello does killer renderings. This is no different. The car itself's well done.
Oh yeah. I'm not arguing with that part of it. I don't like the graphics on it. I'll tell you why.
It makes sense.
They get because look, the bad part about it is it loses all the definition of the body. So at that point, you can't tell at all from the front of the doors back what it is if it didn't have these taillights in it. So that part of it ruins it because you still want to be able to tell what kind of car it is, or there's no point in doing it out of a.
Yeah, but if it's a drift build, this is what it's going to wind up looking like since they all do this shit anyways.
Yeah, but they're stupid.
The side profiles retained. It's literally like we're going to put my sponsor through 3/4 of the car.
But I mean, my whole deal, and Mopar people hate me for saying it, but Mopar basically took all the good designs from Chevrolet, and then like 4 years later they did them. So this is a '69 Camaro. I mean that's what the
after the first events, it's going to say EdCore on it because they're going to hit both quarter panels.
Yeah,
that's true.
The only person I know that drifts it and can possibly keep it off the wall is Angelo, but he's probably going to send the rod to God while doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
God or hell, one of the two.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not in love with there's parts of it that are just kitschy for no reason, I guess is the way I'd put it.
Frankly, if this thing was done up as an AAR CUDA with a drift kink, I might be a little bit more on board.
There you go.
Especially if you didn't bother telling me about the engine, I'd really be on board.
Right.
Again, I don't have any issue with the car at all.
See, that's way gooder right there, the carbon, by itself car.
I'm kind of torn on that because it makes me think of Fast and Furious, and that pisses me off just because.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm with you on
I'll
that.
tell you what, the rendering, though, it sits bitching.
Oh, yeah.
That is good attitude for it,
Yep.
Yeah.
It does, for sure. And you know what?
Because those
weird,
cars have to be
modified the front wheel wells. It doesn't look weird.
Yeah, you have to set the back of those cars down because that tail section angles up so far.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, overall, I give it I like the look. I'm not a fan of the graphic, and the Barra is just a gimmick. Yeah. But otherwise, I do dig it. So, but let us know.
Why don't we build a purple one and put an LS in it? Oh, yeah, it's been done.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. That was you, Wickman, wasn't it? Oh, McTaggart's sending me more things.
Is that a Marauder?
Unfortunately, or a Chrysler Imperial, same thing.
No, that's not A. That is V. There's a reason for this, and this is actually a friend of mine who deserves to be called out in fucking public for this.
What?
This is I'm trying.
There's also the bank shift post if you want to bring it up that way, Chad. It's the same car.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I got it.
Wickman's oddly quiet tonight.
No, it's just the fact that more than just chatter is ramped right now.
Either that or he's in a food coma.
Yeah, what did you eat for dinner?
What did I have?
You just ate!
I'm trying to...
Then you went to Cracker Barrel, didn't you?
Oh, Black Eyed Pea.
Oh, okay, that's way better.
Okay.
I didn't know they even had those anymore.
Yeah, there's one actually right down the street from us. They're this Saturday they're having a trucks and something or another. It's kind of like a cars and coffee, but it's trucks and brunch or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to be going to that. Then I'll be doing the Tri-State Auto Show where all the drag weekers are going to be parked for a couple of days and not actually racing.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so here you go, McTaggart.
Scoop is a perfect add-on.
Yeah.
Right. So, if you're
this
fairly
car
new
gives
to
me
this
flashbacks.
Deal, no. If you're new to this deal and you don't know what my old Imperial looked like, basically unscrew this thing and take that god-awful scoop off of it, and that's what my 83 Imperial looked like.
Yeah.
Okay? It was a fun car when it ran. Most of the time it didn't run. I sold the damn thing a few years ago, and it's pissing off a series of owners since.
Right.
I love the way these look. I hate the way they're wired. And because they're an FJM body, which is Diplomat, Fifth Avenue, everything else, you can't do dick with them unless you have torch and will travel. So it's a love-hate relationship. If you're young enough...
That's why God developed a Sawzall.
Yeah.
If you're young enough, you will recognize this car as the one that ass-ins Dom's Charger in Fast and Furious 4 when it's in the tunnel, before it winds up getting folded 3 ways from Sunday by 3 different cars around a fucking beam that's like a 4x4.
I have actually never watched a complete
4
Fast
is
and
the
by
only
Curious.
one.
Really?
I've never watched any
Nope.
of them. 4 is the only one I recommend because it is the perfect blend of reality and decent car choice.
Wow.
It's the only one. I hate the
That
early
makes
ones.
you a
because they're
very,
horrible.
I mean, that puts you on a very short list of people, dude. I mean,
Well, I hate the early
everybody's
ones.
seen Fast
I
and
know.
Furious.
I
Okay,
know. I'm
everybody
on some
that's
short
watching
list
right
somewhere
now,
else.
comment on what is your favorite Fast and Furious.
Yeah, tell me how much
film.
tell me how much I'm wrong. I don't care.
No, I'm just saying I don't have a favorite.
Yeah,
I don't care enough. Yeah.
In any case, this is reported to be one of the 3 remaining movie cars with documentation, with title, with everything. If I remember this right, I believe this car was sitting in the Volo Museum for a while before it got sold to private hands. This guy's been offloading it. Last I checked, it's dropped down to $3,500. It was at $6,500 the last time I looked at it. This is another case of hot small block, a transmission that'll hold it, and just wring the balls off of it. I love the car overall. I hate the scoop and just the regular steel wheels look stupid. It needed a mag wheel.
How much does that thing weigh?
All of it.
4,400.
Yeah.
No, Crosby, that look, I'll explain it. If you punch a Dodge Murata, which is the exact same car, you're going to put a huge dent in whatever body panel you hit. If you punch this thing, you're going to the ER to get your hand reset. This metal on this thing feels like a 75 New Yorker. That's no shit.
No way.
It is it's surprisingly thick for an 80s Mopar. Like, you punch it, it's one of the few things I think Iacocca got right. You punch this thing and it just your hand just stops. I know, I've done it.
Okay, so I just found out, and McTaggart will know. So we're in a group chat, and I just saw this in the group chat before we went live here. I don't know if has anybody heard the reports about Ford's sales numbers? Has anybody heard this?
No.
I'm getting a report from a friend of ours, and I do not know how true this is because I have not been able to confirm this. So it could be irresponsible of me to say it, but I'm going to anyway. So according to this person, Ford has included all, this is important, all F-Series trucks in their claims that they are the most popular truck by sales numbers. So historically, whenever they've said we're the number 1 selling truck, in the country, they are using all F-Series, which means that they're using F-150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650, and 750 trucks, which means all those commercial trucks, all those deals, right? Not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, except General Motors has never included anything except half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and 1-ton in their numbers because normal people don't buy trucks.
You say General Motors at Chevy and GMC?
Correct.
Okay.
So, so truthfully, it could be that's, well,
they've done this.
I'm sure it is. Ford has never actually been the number 1 selling truck, which would be very interesting to go back and look at those numbers. But those numbers are all, the reason this is interesting is because Ford and GM are responsible for giving those numbers themselves. Like, this isn't there's no governmental agency or, JD Powers or any of that tracks the number of sales independently. They go based on the reports that, GM says, hey, we sold 8 million, Silverados and 1 million Sierras or whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and same with Ford. So if that's very interesting, if that's true, that could be lawsuit material right there. Remember, because it's fraud on a marketing level. And we know companies in the aftermarket who have changed hands for less than that.
Well, Ford's saying F-Series, That's saying like F-150 up to 750.
Right.
But
Ford's
it's
tried
trucks.
before.
So it's not technically a false statement.
No,
but it's
saying
misleading.
truck.
You're right. Because see, Chevrolet doesn't say they only count to the 1 ton, even though they could go all the rest of them if they were just saying Chevrolet trucks.
No, they can't. Because
but they're
GM
not.
has different lines. It's not like Ford has this similar truck line that just runs a vane and effectively breaks at 650 and goes to the medium duty. Chevy does stop at 1 ton, and then you get into either the Top Kick Kodiak or you get into that international thing.
Nuh-uh. A Top Kick and a Kodiak is a model name. The actual designation was a C50 and a C60 and a C70 and a C80.
No, that's
so a C1500, etc. They were still C series trucks all the way up.
It's
only when they get on the P's and
correct
everything else that they're medium duty.
And that wouldn't matter either, because the truth of the matter is, like, my 87 square body Chevy pickup is not a C. It's an R.
It's an RV. That's a 1-year deal because they sold the same truck and the GMC.
But it still counts. That's still so. It's
in any case. There was a point I was going to make that I'm trying to make. Ford's done this shit before, and it happened actually a couple of years ago. And it was the tow system, the tow rating, the figures that they could say my truck tows this much.
Right.
And they've been in a pissing war with Ram for years because Ram, Cummins, put either whatever transmission you want behind it, it'll move. Nobody's questioning that. But Ram stops at 1 ton. They do not count the 4500 and 5500 series trucks. Ford does. So when you're comparing a Ram 3500 to an F450 or F550, Ram was calling foul because they're stepping up past the towing standard that they use. And it turned into a whole bunch of bullshit. And I don't see much coming out of it, really.
No, I agree. But it's just like Ram, this is also in our group thing, and I didn't think about this, but it's true, is when Ram came out, because for those of you that are 12 and don't know, Dodge was Dodge and had trucks and cars and all this stuff. And they had Dodge Ram trucks. Well, then when Dodge sold to Fiat and then to Mercedes and whoever the hell they all sold to, they spun the truck side off to make its own, to be its own auto manufacturer as Ram. And that's why now everything is a Ram truck. And so what Ram did then, for the first years of being Ram, was claimed to be the fastest growing new truck brand. Which is true because they've made it a new brand.
Well, they did do the model update when they broke it off. No,
that's true, absolutely. But it's still just a Dodge truck. Yeah.
No, they didn't. The first year of that body style is still a Dodge. So Ram broke off before the FCA merger when the Home Depot stroke got the company and damn near ran it through the ground.
Yeah, but they're still just all Dodge trucks. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's still Dodge truck.
Yeah.
I have a 22
it's still
Ram,
using Dodge engines. It's still all those things. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I thought Dodge trucks were perfectly fine. I
think we ought to all get a Plymouth window van.
Yes.
No, around here that gets me a label and a dot on my house on Google Maps. No, thank you.
Like you think there isn't one there already.
I'm not handing out free ice cream.
I said a window one, not one of the panel ones.
Right? Oh, jeez.
Remember, Plymouth had the window vans. Dodge had the panel van.
Yes, that's true.
They sold both. It was was
Plymouth. Plymouth did not build a panel van because they were cars.
Yes.
No, but
they could not sell trucks.
Yes, that's right.
Plymouth was destined.
If Plymouth didn't sell trucks, please explain the Trail Duster.
The Trail Duster?
Yeah,
it was considered a car.
Yeah, it's an SUV, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't count as a truck.
You're talking about the thing that looks like a Ram Charger?
That's a Ram Charger.
Yeah, they're not a truck. All you have to do, if you want to know how a vehicle is classified, for anybody that lives anywhere else in the rest of the country or the world, you just have to look at California. And you're going to laugh at me, but it's the truth. And Crosby knows where I'm going. If a vehicle is a truck in the state of California, it is registered as a commercial vehicle. Every truck, regardless of what carrying capacity it has. A D50 like mine is registered as, when I say a commercial vehicle, doesn't require a CDL, but it is a commercial vehicle. The only way to get around that
tonneau cover or a shell.
And you must take it down and have it inspected, and it may not be quick release. Okay.
Because Jay's truck is registered as a car. It has a not a personalized, but a black plate on it.
Yes.
That is car signified.
And so if you, I don't know what the new numbers are, but like when I was, when I lived in California, when I was a kid, the way that you designated a commercial vehicle license plate is it was a number and then a letter and then the rest were numbers. Now that, you know, they've had so many sales, it may be 2 letters or whatever, but like mine was 3C59512 was the license plate for my 92 Chevy pickup, which I don't know why I can remember that, but it was. So if you want to know, so the reason I say that, Suburbans, Avalanches, Blazers, Ram Chargers, etc., all get car license plates in California.
And you wonder why I still make fun of California's auto laws, regardless of your thought on the process.
What?
You wonder.
What's wrong with that? I
A
don't.
Ram Charger on 38 is not a fucking car. I don't give a shit what California is.
Well, it's not a truck either. It's not a truck. It's an SUV. It's not a truck.
Eagle wagon is a car. I will concede that because it works perfectly.
It's not a truck. It does not have a pickup bed on it. It is an SUV.
No, if I kick that fiberglass cap off, that is a truck.
You know what? If I take a Sawzall to your Charger, it doesn't make it a truck.
A Sawzall to my Charger.
In your argument, is Subaru Brat is a truck then?
Correct.
Well, the U.S. government pretty much declared that one. That's why you have to have the stupid little jump seats for your friends. You know, those things that look like they got rated off some kind of game console.
Yes, they were perfect. Perfect.
I think we have gotten under McTaggart's skin.
Hold on, look at this.
No,
Wickman sent a new group of photos, and I love them. Okay, here's something good to talk about. 2 of these things are, well, actually, all 3 of them are okay.
2 of these things belong together. The rest aren't.
You'll see. I'm gonna tell you. I'll show you. So,
of all the movies, these are my top 3.
Oh, okay. Hold on, is that what these are from?
Yeah.
Is a movie? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. Are these Fast and Furious cars?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know this.
All 3 of them.
Gotcha. Well, there you go.
Yes,
That's why I recognize the Monte Carlo.
I'm not
so the Monte Carlo is okay because they didn't ruin a Goodyear Monte Carlo by cutting it up. The Camaro, quite frankly, I mean, even though I'm a first-gen Camaro guy, this doesn't bother me because I know the guys that made all the movie cars for all the Fast and Furious movies are friends of mine.
And they started out with crap.
This would have been a shit car. And I can fix this by putting quarter panels and fenders on it. So it doesn't bother me. And the box, Caprice, like nobody cares anyway. I mean,
when that movie came out was when Loans had his, and it took me 0 seconds to send every image of that car to him in an email going, you now have the build plan. And
his would have been 100,000 times better if he had the stones to actually cut it up and make it something cool. Yeah. But he didn't.
Well,
the only thing he was good at breaking on that thing was drive shafts. Come on.
There was a 68 Camaro along with that 55 Chevy that used to run in Baja every year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, 100%. I dig this. This is a 67. It's okay. So the Camaro aficionado in me giggles at this one. So it's a 67 Camaro. Obviously, it has aftermarket cowl hood on it. It has late 68/69 Z28 emblems on it, which is awesome. I do dig the bumper, though. I am not going to lie. I'm also going to say that I know where I can buy multiple Camaros that this would be okay to do to. I don't know. How about one of these that's a convertible with a big roll bar?
Then you're just cloning the Chevy version of Rawlings' Mustang.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Except I'm cooler than he is because he's a douchebag. Wickman. Wickman was all up in the camera when I said I know where multiple of these are because he needs. You don't need another project any more than I do, you jackass.
I know. I do have a transmission.
I know. I saw it in the truck. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A transmission for what?
The
For his
Volvo.
Volvo. Because the transmission in his Volvo, the parts inside that are supposed to go together, they don't go together so much anymore.
And they don't
It
make
ain't
them
all
anymore.
Yeah, and they don't make any parts for him anymore.
So I had to find a completely different
This is
model.
my surprised face again.
I know. He was gonna buy a T5 and all the accoutrement to convert it. And I was like, why? And he goes, well, so if I engine swap it later and everything. And I'm like, so when is that actually gonna happen? Like, just buy a
None of it.
transmission to get it back on the road. And he was like, damn you and your logic, Chad Reynolds. But then within like an hour from home for $200, he found the stronger, better transmission that came in the year before his. So there you go. So it'll be lovely. What did your mechanic say when you dropped it off to him?
Crap, I got to work on this piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much. He has like 5 technicians at the shop. One of them specializes in the 240 series Volvos, and he was on vacation, so he has to get with him to figure out what all he may have stashed away in his toolbox or boxes of our parts wise, because there's a couple things I do need. There's an overdrive solenoid and a cross member that I don't have for this model.
Remember the guy that I sent you that had the one here in Texas? Remember?
Yeah, I saw the link.
Yeah, that guy has all the parts.
Okay.
Hit him up. He'll have what you need.
If I only had a lathe, I could fix my lathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
So
now,
apparently Haley is saying that Bryan is all about that bass. I don't know why, but okay. Neil's, it's a 245 Volvo that Wickman has.
1989 245 with an M46 transmission now.
Yeah, it came with an M47, but he's putting an M46 in it. Liggett says, and he's right, don't forget James Garner's Baja Olds 442. That's true.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Badass.
What's the short one? The Banshee? No, the Banshee's the little buggy one. What's the shortened Oldsmobile that they used? Because I thought he used a full-size 442 for that.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was like a shrunken, it was like sectioned in the middle and shrunk together for a shorter wheelbase.
Yeah, he got in big trouble
Really?
for that because he wasn't supposed to be racing at the time.
Oops.
Because he had some movie deal coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be, and he didn't think they were gonna do well with it. So he was like, nobody will pay attention, it'll be fine.
Well, there's been a big
Didn't he
thing
win-
this past week in
didn't
the
he-
world of NASCAR because of a driver that went out on his day off, went snowboarding, broke his tibia, and is out for a number of weeks, and they have to basically find other drivers to fill a spot.
Yeah,
So
well, that's like
That Austin Pace did that?
that's like every professional baseball and football player and all that. That's why Fletcher Cox owns multiple radial racing drag cars.
Yeah.
And he can't race them. He tunes, and stuff. And he's a super nice guy, but he is not contractually allowed. So like that driver, I guarantee you that they're not paying him, and they're paying with his money. They're paying the other guys to come drive the car. Because they're like baseball players, football players. They're not allowed to ride motorcycles, not allowed to race cars, like none of this stuff. And some of them have gotten in trouble, like have crashed motorcycles during the season and literally lost millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because that's in their contract. They're not allowed to do shit that could hurt them.
I spoke with King Caminetti. He was a third baseman for the Houston Astros and San Diego Padres at a car show one year. And he was telling me about contracts that he was not able to drive his Pro Street 55 Chevy during baseball season, and his custom Harley that he had built, he was not able to ride while he was under that contract.
Yeah, I know you can't ride the motorcycle. The car, I would have told them to go F themselves, but you know.
Well, it was at the time. I think it was like a 10-second street car or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was a full blown like ISCA show car that he competed on the circuit with for a couple of years.
Huh.
And it was built by Southern Rod and Custom out of Houston. And after it did the whole tour thing, he's like, I'm going drag racing. And he took it to Houston Raceway Park, did like one pass about it, and the media got wind of it, and all the shit hit the fan.
That's awesome. Liggett's sending me pictures of Garner's deal, and I saw that. I have pictures up here, but there also was a Maverick that ran.
Oh, at Baja?
Yeah, it's in Hot Rod 9.
I think that 55 ran the most years though.
The orange one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that thing as a kid, looking at Off-Road Magazine, seeing that in event coverage.
The car I liked was that one that Freiberger and Finnegan found, that AMC.
Yes.
Is that thing not freaking cool or what?
So
that is like one of the episodes of Roadkill I couldn't make it through. I watched like the first couple minutes of it, and it just
it was freaking hilarious.
car was killed.
I've never watched an episode of Roadkill.
So
I've watched a couple minutes of a handful of them. I've never watched that. I'm not paying for Motor Trend, so I don't.
No, I don't blame you. But just to bring you up, since I saw how badly you geeked over that Eagle wagon. Take the front
the Eagle wagon was badass, dude. It had the Eagle mud flaps and everything. In that video, Crosby is one that is, I mean, dude, it's all
Dig up a picture of that and send it to him, McTaggart.
Yeah, no joke.
Of what?
The Roadkill car. I'm digging it up right now.
Oh, I can look it up. What is it?
It's a Roadkill AMC. Wasn't an Eagle.
No, it was a
Hornet. Hornet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Are you talking about the green wagon?
No. You're looking for
the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen this thing. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yep.
I love that thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to open
the suspension on that thing looked a little stiff, and I never did quite figure out the tranny cooler behind his head inside the car. It made no sense.
Don't want to know. I just say that thing was.
Well, I mean, you know that if it's Roadkill, it's let's do.
Oh no, that's the way they bought it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they bought it already done and just had fun with it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
They found this car in somebody's yard.
Oh wow. Okay, then I approve even more. I mean, it's cool looking.
Found, not built, not bought.
They jumped it apparently and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of it in the air. Except everything you go to has all this, crap because it has their name on it, so you can't download it or view it without big logos in the way. And all. You guys suck. So yeah, there you go. Never mind. I don't care.
So did you hear Finnegan's done with Faster with Finnegan?
Yeah, I talked to him at PRI, and he told me he had just finished shooting with the guys and told him he was going to be done. I talked to Cotton about it, and Newbern actually before, but
because they're taking over, right?
Yeah, they're just going to keep doing it. So, cool. If it does,
Faster without Finnegan now.
Yeah, if it does good, still.
Usually everything is.
Yeah. Then I would expect that they will. Well, it's definitely faster with Finnegan than it is with Freiberger, but it's
We're just throwing all
the
Holy crap. Shooting gallery tonight.
somebody has to come on. It was too easy. It was teed up there. Hopefully, it does well through the end of the season. The new shows that are starting now, like this week's, I think, is without Mike in it anymore, without Finnegan in it. And Cotton said that him and Newbern had a great time and that they are doing some badass stuff and that everybody will love it. And so they're hoping that it does well and they can keep doing it. But, it's TV. So it all depends. The producers, whatever they want to do. But the good thing about it is that, while they like doing the show, Cotton does not care at all about being on TV. That's not why he does it. He just does it. And Newbern's the same way. They just do it because they're getting to have fun with their buddies. That's all that matters. So if
they're definitely having fun doing it.
That is what it is. I actually told him, I said, well, if it doesn't get renewed, there's kind of a part of me that says, okay, that's okay. You guys can get some sponsorship and just do it yourself on your own YouTube channel. So, at which point it's actually potentially better for them in the long run anyway. But hopefully it does well and the TV people love it and all those things. I wish them the best. I love those guys. They are awesome. They are such good people. So,
You know who the executive producer is? Dustin.
Is Dustin still? I didn't think he was anymore.
Dustin is still.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I didn't think he was anymore. I knew he had done Roadkill and all that before, but I thought he had moved on. So, well, there you go. Well, and I'm sure Dustin will want to keep doing it, but it's not, it's not the production team's choice. It's the execs, kind of.
Yeah. So, he's the one that's got say so. So,
yeah. So what I would say is everybody, if you're a fan of Faster with Finnegan and you still like it without Finnegan being on it, make sure that you comment and give it, the likes and all those things. And that you really watch it all the way through because it'll help them for sure, with the ratings and all that.
Yeah, with the analytics, they watch all that. Even if you fast forward it, they can still tell how long did you actually watch it.
Exactly. So, make sure you do that because again, we love those dudes. And I'll bag on, on Mikey, but I love Finnegan. He's good, and I'll bag on Freiberger because, dude, I worked with Freiberger for a jillion years. And he would do the same thing to me. It's all good. Look at that. Wickman's favorite cat. That's Nova. Nova is so sweet, except when Wickman's around, and then she tries to shred him. Huh.
She's got good taste in people.
How old is she now?
She'll be 5 in June.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Oh, and see,
Well
McTaggart
fed.
has the giant cat. That one's not. Well, that one's one of the big ones. Which one is that one?
This one's Challenger.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
He is a throw pillow that purrs.
Oh, God, this thing's all wet.
This thing's all wet.
She was in the bathtub.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't bother me. He's not as little as he was. He's growing. Well, when Wickam first got that cat, he was like, it's so tiny and it's not growing. Well, it clearly has grown, dude.
Well, Nova's grown out.
Yeah, that's true. So have I.
God, you're so
That was the best one ever the other night when you said.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, dude. Okay, which cat is that one, Haley?
This one's Dozer.
Dozer.
These
That's
pure little
right.
cats. They're brothers.
You need to
Dozer
feed
is
that
a
cat.
tank. Look at him. Yeah, you should
Oh
feed
my
him more.
God.
That poor bastard.
They're both about
That
20,
mistreated
25
cat. Oh,
You need to feed
that's
that cat.
Yeah.
He gets enough food.
I
You
know,
think?
after it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
There's
then
another one in the
Psychos,
background.
The third one's behind me.
Yeah. Otis, stop.
And then there's Otis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Otis is over here
There's
whining.
Yeah,
Let
but
me
it's-
out so I can go bark at the neighbor's dog. That's what he wants. Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Well, anything else we want to talk about? We've been on an hour and 9 minutes so far. Is there this has been like the most random night, but we don't care.
Did you see the other thing I sent you? The big lumbering thing?
Which did you send me? The what?
The big lumbering thing.
A big lumber
lumbering thing.
Lumbering, no lumber. You're safe.
on email or messenger or what?
Messenger.
I don't see anything else.
Here.
Oh, I got something for you.
Yeah, I don't see anything else from you.
All right, down. There you go.
After the Imperial, nothing.
No, it's going to be before the Imperial.
After the Challenger?
Oh, it didn't send. Shit. Okay, hold
Yeah, I
on.
was gonna say I don't have that.
One
I don't know
second.
what it is, but I don't have it.
What you doing?
1 second. I'll get it.
Okay, Wickman sent me another thing. Oh my god. What in the absolute hell?
It's in Colorado.
You did not actually see that on the
No,
video.
I wish I did. I wish I could take credit for it.
Oh my god, dude.
What is it?
You people, this is horrible.
Oh,
God
Oh.
dang. Okay, I'm going to show this while McTaggart sends me the other thing. So, okay, Wickam finds the weirdest, stupidest stuff. So this thing
Wait.
is 4 lug. I mean, it's like
It's a
appears
Scion
to be,
XB.
No,
it's an abortion.
it's a Scion XB. Okay, that's trying to look like a 64 Chevy pickup or whatever. It
Yeah.
has a S10 front bumper on it, an air dam. It is hand formed, and when I say formed, I use the term loosely. Oh my god!
It was formed by
It
Ray
was-
Charles.
It was spotted out by DIA Airport a couple days ago and was sent to me.
Dude, that's horrible.
Did it leave a trail of panels as it was driving along? That's how they found it.
Tiffany
or
is
what?
right. That is terrible.
I'm hoping
That
to
is
see it.
terrible. She says, and not only Doug Delay. WTF is that?
Only
oh my
proper
god!
response.
What is up, Ryan? We've been talking about the video all night. You missed it.
I think that is actually a version of what we were able to draw in like kindergarten and first grade.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use Lycan's watching right now, and Lycan is one of our blind friends. And so I'm going to say that Lycan
Wait.
and Dan Parker would form
Yeah, I
a
thought
better
the same
body. So Dan Parker and Lycan are our 2 blind friends. They would build a better looking body on a truck than that. You're welcome. Yes. Wow.
You realize what you
Lycan
said, like, at the beginning of all that?
says, one of the few times tonight, I wish I could see the pic just to learn how bad it is. Dude, it's...
No, you don't.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, Lycan, you do not. It's bad. Yeah, Tiffany Bennett says it's exactly how we drew trucks in kindergarten.
Yeah.
That is no lie. God.
Looks
dang.
like a cardboard box fort rolling down the road.
It looks like one of those Red Bull downhill challenge vehicles. That's what
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah.
even look that good.
God.
it looks like. Well,
Okay.
at the end of it after it's rolled 4 times, maybe.
Wow.
Well, that's
Okay,
true.
so now, now McTaggart has sent big things. Okay, this is good. This I like. We're gonna check this out, and then we're gonna be done for the night. So this is a badass. What year is that? Like a 65 or 6?
So what you're looking at is a 66 Power Wagon plopped onto a 94 International.
I approve of everything there.
So
It is. So
it's
for
the-
Lycan, who's watching because he likes it when I'm descriptive, 66 Dodge crew cab, step side, but it's put on a medium duty chassis, so it's a dually, like not a big rig size, but like Kodiak or Top Kick size, maybe a little bigger than that, and it's a big beast and it's awesome.
DT
Dude, this thing is great.
Spicer 5-speed. It is. If I haven't found Loans bait in a long time, and this is it to a T, except it's a little bit too fast for Loans. This will actually do highway speeds.
This thing is cool.
Yep.
Oh
If
my god! I hope I
I
can find
owned
this
this
one
thing-
before we're done.
Oh my god, I like it. I do. I approve of that.
And you,
A crew cab is rare as hell anyway.
Mhm.
Like
I feel like
that's
his
pretty cool.
Forest Service was pretty much the only time I've ever seen them.
Now, were
so
those
Lycan
actually
is
built
asking
by-
good questions. Lycan says, so you can see all the frame under it. Yes, but it doesn't look wrong because the it looks right. It does look right. I know what you're saying, that you could see the whole frame, but it actually looks right. And it doesn't have the fuel tanks under it, which is what I would do. It has it on one side as the fuel tank, so it doesn't look funny, but on the other side, it needs the fuel tank. Yeah. So yeah.
I am trying to.
Frankenstein Jr. Yes. I like
Hold
Tiffany.
on.
She makes me laugh.
This thing is actually for sale on Craigslist if I can actually find it.
Ron Thomas says he'd roll it. Okay, Liggett, who is the fount of vehicular knowledge, says the U.S. Air Force had Dodge D200 crew cabs during the 60s and 70s. They were used for air crews on alert status. There you go. His dad was in the Air Force, so he knows these things too.
Trucky McTruck face.
Trucky
I think
Trucky
he's
McTruck.
actually talking about the other thing, that thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with it.
shouldn't be
This
saying
is
that.
cool. All right.
There,
What is it, Crosby, that you...
No, I was.
I
Looking
can't
for,
find the picture, but it's actually on Facebook Marketplace right now.
Yeah.
It is a 72 or 3
Mhm.
Blazer on a 6x6 chassis.
Really?
Yeah, but
So,
I can't find it.
is it extended, or does it have a bed then added to the back, or what?
It's got dually fenders on it,
Oh.
but the bottom of the dually fenders are cut off, and they land right over the top of the 2 duals.
Really?
And I know
So-
this is kind of a stretch, but I walked out of the bar and this thing was sitting in front of me, and I
No
about
way.
fucking lost it.
So you
literally,
saw it
like,
for
right
sale,
by-
but it was at the bar.
That's the first place I saw it, was at the bar. And this
Oh,
guy
okay.
is totally proud of this thing. It's all camoed and everything.
Yeah, right.
And it's got the
Not
perfect
what
motor
you
and
expect
trans
in Ontario,
combination.
California.
Yeah. Not Pontucky. We're talking about Ontario. And it has a perfect motor and trans combo, and it has small block Chevy and a turbo 350 behind it to drag that thing
Because why
around.
wouldn't it?
So
Well, you know,
I'm
it's
sure
got
the
like
thing is just,
742 to 1 gearing though in it too. So you know.
oh yeah, it can still climb a tree. It look like a scene out of The Gods Must Be Crazy, but no, I can't find it.
all right, I sent
But-
something to redeem myself. So
Please.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'll give you this one.
What is
okay, we're
that?
gonna end this. We're actually ending with this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are really going to end with this.
Sure we are.
If I can get it to pull up. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Ooh,
All right.
I like that.
So we have Challenger hood, what looks like 69-ish 300 style hideaway grill.
yep, I was trying to see if there were more pictures of it.
This looks like the one. Shaved markers.
That's cool. I do like the grill. I'm not gonna lie, the grill and the hood work. And the
I
air
don't like
dam.
the air. I'm not big on the air dam.
You're not?
I
No.
could take a smooth half-ton bumper instead of the air dam.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my only
Yeah.
thing I don't like about the air dam now that I look at it closely is that right here where the purple and the other come together, there is a funny step the wrong direction.
Well, that's
So I probably would put a bumper on it. You're right.
I would be the smoothest stock bumper there, and that would be it, and it would be done.
The only other
Yeah.
thing I wouldn't do is the exhaust out of the side, but I'm not a fan of that. So that has nothing to do
Because
with
it's
this
got the
truck. It's
trim
just-
around the window. Why not leave the bumper on it?
I do
Yeah,
appreciate
fair point.
the fact that they shaved the vent windows.
The what?
The vent windows. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, it
yeah.
makes it It makes it less enjoyable as a truck, but whatever. Oh, wait. Doug DeLay says he found the Blazer. He did. The one
Oh, he
you're
did?
talking about. Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, we're in for a treat, folks. I'm sure. Oh,
You're
boy.
awesome. Holy crap. I can't believe this. Oh, this is too damn funny. And it is rad. Holy crap.
If it's
Oh
the
my
one
God.
I'm thinking of, I saw it someplace in person. I was driving. I may have saw it in that trip I had in California.
Oh my God, this thing is so
It is
bad.
freaking horrible.
Oh my God.
Come on, Chad, share.
Hold on. I'm trying. I have to. Dude, it's a thing because Facebook won't let me expand this picture bigger. So it sucks. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. I had to fix it. Shut up. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm fixing things now. Okay, God, this is. Oh my God, this thing is horrible. It is hideous.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Look at the exhaust. The exhaust is great, eh?
Yeah. There you go.
Without the top.
Hold on. Those are not square body dually fender. It's a Ford. It's an
That's
OBS
right. You're
Ford dually fender.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, the flexi pipe is the tailpipe is the best.
Oh my.
Oh,
And I believe it's attached to the rear end, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God.
He's changed the headlights since the last time I saw it, though.
Does it still have the 1984 J.C. Whitney grill in it?
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's not even a J.C. Whitney grill.
Or the license plate model he stole off of Astrovan?
This is spectacular.
Monte Carlo steering wheel.
The next time we do this, I will find that picture of that van that was parked behind my shop. Do you remember?
Yes. Yep.
The big 4-wheel drive van with the zoomy header hanging out of the bottom of it.
Which was awesome.
Those are bull-nosed dually fenders. Oh my!
They are. This is. Yes. This
are they
is
on backwards?
No. Well.
The Ford dualies.
Yeah.
Gas door.
Oh, they had front and rear.
It's got front and rear.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to
they had
say.
dual tank. Oh, but wait a second. Hold on. Well, yes, sort of, because that fender on a Ford would have been on the driver's side.
Yeah.
But they put it on the passenger side and put the passenger side fender on the driver's side.
That's what's wrong with this.
That's what's wrong with it, exactly. Yes, yeah, that's what the problem is. Otherwise, it'd be mint.
It's an easy fix.
Oh
So, Chad, I say we pull our money together and go to Lone Star Throwdown next year with it.
Oh my God. Can you even imagine? Okay, so it's a 74 6x6. Oh, it has a bad motor. The engine went out. 4-speed manual,
Wonder why.
and a half military suspension.
Yes,
Queen
the engine
title.
rated from a 78 Impala was meant to drive fucking Rockwells.
$9,500. Dude, you can buy a good 6x6 for way less than that.
Yeah,
that
for like
runs
$5,000.
and drives. That you'd want to own. Not this. Oh my God.
I think Cotton and Newbern ought to buy this thing.
Oh my God. It's so
They
good
should.
that it's not.
They honestly
right.
should.
Wait a second. Hold on. Hold the
That
phone.
is the front of the.
That is the stock Blazer frame right there.
Because it's still got the engine.
Oh my.
Wait a second. So the front has the leaf springs and just military axle, but the rear is the 6x6 chassis that has been cobbled together. Wow. I'll bet you the welding on this is spectacular. I mean, I'll bet you that the fabrication quality on this thing is
not to insult our
world-class.
blind friends, but Ray Charles could have done better work than the fab work done on this thing.
Wow.
Note the angle of the seats. They don't even sit straight side to side.
Dude, they're amazing.
And that bar on the top will hit you in the head.
Oh, yes.
Not that you could ever get me in this piece of shit. But.
No. God,
Crosby, what was that shop out in Paris or something like that? Concept or something like that?
Oh,
they did the chop top Astrovan.
Are you talking about Bio Customs?
No, not Bio Customs. I think it was like they had like the tandem axle limo Mazda truck and
Oh,
Scott Malpass says it's safe up to 20 miles an hour.
I want to say it's something concepts or concept something.
yeah, it was something like that.
Doug DeLay says he'll go look at it for us.
Oh, look.
No,
Send
I'm not buying this thing. If it was $950, I'm a player. But $9,500, no way. For $950, dude, for $950, Crosby will send a tow truck for it.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
but-
imagine flipping that thing in Texas. You'd be a player.
Dude, oh my God, no way.
Just all you got to do, just put a different, clean up the front end,
No.
put some cleaner seats into it, put that thing on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace in Texas.
Oh,
It's a
true. I
guarantee.
could probably make some money on it. Well, not at $9,500, but yes.
Ted Nugent be calling you and say, "Hey, I want that."
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
well,
would tell
he's
him
a
no.
pipe in the back.
I would add a 0 to the end of the price for Ted Nugent. That guy's a weirdo.
We'll
God.
fly Wickam out here, and buy him a box of Cheez-Its and a couple of waters, and send him on his way to Texas.
I've driven worse.
Why is that not that's not something you want to tell people, dude? You don't want to admit to that.
Okay, there was a 80.
No.
No.
We're going to keep that for next time.
We're
We're at
done.
an hour and 26. You're going to have to tune in next week because next week on the show, what's the sketchiest, crappiest car you have ever driven? All four of us will answer. And next week, we're going to have a special guest on the show. I believe Ryan Wing from Streetcar Chronicles is going to join us as well. So,
Do we have to have pictures, or is it just
No,
descriptions?
you
I,
can just
I have a
describe.
picture,
Oh, Jesus Christ, help me, Lord. Yeah, okay. Of
and
course
I got a
you do.
sunburn.
And a sunburn. Okay. All right.
And
next
McTaggart,
week-
you better be in a better mood next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, leave it at
You know
that.
what's a good thing? We're going to rate our own thing, and that we're not going to say which is the shittiest car we think the other one's owned, or we'd all be in trouble. We'd be
Oh
hurting
my
each other's
God.
feelings. It would suck. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, seriously, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've had a good time. I'm in a better mood now than I was before. So it's awesome. All
Yeah,
because
after
of you,
last
Crosby.
text you sent me when I was at dinner.
Oh, I told everybody what I said. Yeah. 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 It was awesome.
Yep.
Showing
We
my
would
love and
expect
affection.
no less.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. Well, again, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. We will see you in 2 weeks for another episode of Powershift, where we'll find out what sketchy thing Wickman drove. I've driven lots of sketchy things. Yeah. All right.
I
thanks,
think
everybody.
I may actually be on my end at Brett's house
Oh, nice.
in Cave Creek.
That'll be good. Okay. Okay,
So
cool.
I'm gonna ride
That'll
out
be good.
there.
Then Brett will be on too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you again. We do appreciate you guys tuning in on behalf of the entire group. Thank you. I know sometimes this thing is just a completely off the rails, and that's why you tune in. So, it's fine. We will. We are going to have in 2 weeks on Triple B. We are going to have the guys from Simpson are going to be on the show. We're going to be talking about all kinds of safety stuff. And so that is in
Bart or Lisa?
No, that's next Tuesday. So yeah. So it's going to be awesome. Going to be very good. So what did you say?
Bart or Lisa?
Yeah, exactly. Both of them. Yes, the Simpsons. They're all going to be there. It's going to be awesome. All right, everybody. We will see you next time.
Night, folks.
See ya.
See ya.